Hello, folks. It's Phoenix GI with another Phoenix GI gaming video. I know it's been a little while since I've done anything. Most of my work has been on Twitch TV, but I even stopped doing that courtesy of this whole school thing that I was doing. But hey, I done graduated. Yay! The video today is going to have us on public test realms. This is my for version 2.1. This is my mage, Skris. And what the Gary is wearing right now, we'll kind of go over that in a little bit. We are going to be going through Whimsyshire. I haven't actually been to Whimsyshire yet, so I wanted to check it out. So I finally ground out and found the last piece, and that's all well and good, and I wanted to give it a try. But, so what you're going to get here is a little bit of Whimsyshire and a little bit of patch 2.1. Well, only a little bit of patch 2.1. You'll see some of the differences. First, on to who and what Skris is. Alright, so here we are, back in game again. Here's Skris, level 70 Paragon levels. You can see the damage and toughness and healing and all that stuff. I don't know. It might be low for Torment 1 here. Actually, it works for Torment 1, but it's probably low for everything else. We'll go over the equipment in a little bit, but first the skills. First of all, we have Electrocute with Arc Lightning. Allows me to sit put. It gives me an arc, makes it very, easy to hit things that are close to me, and I got a passive that works with that. Disintegrate, with the sparks that shoot off of it. It's a good secondary weapon for distance. It's accurate, and all that. Next up will be Teleport, with the Fracture, so that gets the 2 decoys that do cast things sometimes. My Hydra, I'm using the Arcane Hydra this time. I've been playing around, trying different things. So Hydra is up at the moment. And then, let's see here. And by the way, I just like Arcane Hydra. It looks cool, it's purple sort of thing. And then we have our Storm Armor. Partly this is to help out with Disintegrate, because obviously the reduced cost of skills, which lets me use Disintegrate for a little bit longer when I do have to revert to that. Electrocute is my primary damage dealer. Disintegrate does more damage. Anyhow, and then we have Black Hole, and it has the Blazer Ruin attached to it, so that it does fire damage and makes a lot of noise and stuff like that, and blows things up, and it's fun. For passive, Paralysis. Obviously this works with Electrocute, so that I have a chance to stun. This makes this build rather tanky-ish. And along those lines, Audacity, anything that's pretty close to me will take an extra 15% damage. And then Evocation reduces cooldowns, always good for Black Hole and Hydra. And then Unwavering Nerve. Again, more damage, more armor if I stand still, which again falls into that more tankier sort of build. I'm willing to stand still a little more often. And that kind of rolls out the loadout that I've got for Skris as far as the skills are concerned. Next up will be equipment, and we're going to take a look at what gear I have in this guy, which isn't really much. I got 2 or 3 different sets going on, and of course, Pig Sticker. If you hear anything, you hear a squealing noise, it's because of this, this device there. Just a random ring that I happen to pick up. And the first set there, the Cane set, that's mostly I got on because of the Magic Find bonus. I'm really trying to build up his gear, and so I need the Magic Find going with it. So that's why I got a lot of that stuff going on. Let's see here. What's next? Egod's Authority, mostly because of the damage. I have some random neck piece I just happened to get. It was better than what I had on at the time, so that's why it's on there. I haven't found anything really better at the moment, but we'll go back. And then some more of, and I'm saying it wrong, the God's Authority. Again, I've got it because of the reduced damage and the increased damage against elites. I always thought that would be helpful. This one's kind of neat because every time I come across a health globe, it blows up, which is kind of fun. So it does damage to things around me. Another random ring, and then another random source. I really haven't found anything too much better for those 2 things. Just a couple of other things here that, let's see here. The headpiece and the chest piece here have been transmogrified. The chest piece was gold skin, And the headpiece, this is as opposed to the normal one, I've got Kane's Insight on, just so I don't know. I thought the other one looked kind of ugly, so I wanted to show my head. So, yep, that's the transmorgs that I've done on these pieces, and that's the equipment I'm going to be going into Whimsyshire with. And that goes over Chris, what he has and what he's going to be using, and now we move on to Whimsyshire. Now, this is actually my second recording. The first one, I goofed up on it. And so I've already made the staff and stuff like that. But at this point in time, I left in the bench. I wanted to see if you had to have it on you when you went there. This is where you have to go after you make the staff to get into Whimsyshire. It's a space right there along Old Kitchen Road. I actually came down from the cemetery area into this area, but you see that orange spot that's over there on the spot out of the town. And seeing as it's an automatic trigger, I'm just going to clear the space out a little bit. So I'm going to head back into town.
I'm returning to town.
And we're going to go get the ever popular Staff of Herding. Excuse me. One thing you will see here with patch 2.1, you notice I've got an extra tab going on in there. It is something that you're going to get. I grabbed my Staff of Herding there. And let's head back. So first thing that happens is you come close and you get this.
We see you have brought the item. That is good. We are utterly pleased.
You're a cow. Cows don't talk. Unless... Has my disintegrate spell been working on my wits instead of my enemies?
And you are a stinking bag of flesh with no fur.
The level of sparkling happiness.
This is no time to be silly. The level of sparkling happiness and rainbows awaits you.
You mean... the cow level?
No! There is no cow level. Now, move along.
And with that, we have the ability to go into Whimsyshire. By the way, I do apologize for the sound of the AC units, and you might hear the clock in the background too. I didn't realize how much this picked up. And yes, here is Whimsyshire. So far, we are going through and destroying pink unicorns and fluffy flowers. This has got to be the absolute most disturbing place in Diablo 3 that you could possibly find. When you come through with your warrior, or me, in my case, or whatever it may be, the dark harbors and the lightning bolts, and you enter the realm of, oh god, this is even Hello Kitty. This is more like Care Bears with the sunshine, the happy clouds. Which, by the way, when you click on them, they got a chance to drop stuff. And I don't think you have to click on both of them to drop it. It's just you do. And you've got the teddy bears that you got to blow up, and they, die nice and cheerfully. Personally, I think you should have went with the stuffing instead of low. You kind of just have puffs of stuffing going all over the place. But I don't know. Here's our first boss. Here's Oliver.
Need more time.
What did you get again? Just remember that this is Torment 1, as you can kind of see in the upper right-hand corner. Mostly I just kind of use my electrocutes and stand there. It stuns them. It does wonderful things, and then I collect stuff, and it's all well and good. Let's see here. Here, pick up all the happy clouds and blow stuff up. Now, as you can see the slow, I have to apologize. My computer did not like recording an HD while previous video today with all this stuff going on. I didn't necessarily help the matter by leaving all the monster numbers and health drives up there. I probably could have helped myself out if I got rid of all that. So I do apologize for the occasional slowdowns. No, I do not have a pro gamer machine to do all sorts of thunderous things. Oh, I did come across some other I think this is the rare smile. This other careful the copper. Great Boom, the Shade. Yeah, this is standard random.
I don't have enough
Get an
arcane
idea
power.
how I'm using my skills here. Mostly it's just electrocute. I guess I can't take it in the waves. First, I just kind of do electrocute. When that's not really doing enough, then I'll start filling in some disintegrate. If there's a really large amount, I'll drop in the black hole, and then actually usually with bosses I'm filling in the Hydra for that final extra increase of damage. Beyond that, you know, it's fairly straightforward, fairly simple. Like I said, I can, when I'm playing this, I can be a little more lazy gamer because I'm not pro playing it. I'm just, you know, here having fun, just enjoying things and getting purple unicorns and God. The disturbing part is as I was filming actually the first time, my son wanted to see Whimsyshire. Now, okay, he's kind of 12-ish, and yeah, I let him play the game, even though it's M for violence and stuff like that. Yeah, I kind of thought I forgot some things here, so I had to go back. So, but he's sitting here, you know, singing "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star." How I wonder where you are. Something about, all I can recall is something about a badass. I don't know, how you wonder how you like my new badass or something like. It was wrong, but it fit perfectly with everything that's going on in Whimsyshire. It sounded like a commercial for a horror film. I give my 12-year-old props. The 17-year-old listening to watching also, and it was just, they can stop. What do we got? Some more cuddle bears. Obviously, flower. Other the demolisher. I hate those orbs. Those arcane orbs that spin around, and that's really, I don't know, maybe I just need to get my arcane resist up a bit more. That's really the only thing that truly gets to me when I'm playing this. Is that, oh look, the gold. You think those would be at the end of the rainbow, but no. Just some lovely presents. Yay, presents. Where's the one guy? Oh, another thing I do like about Whimsyshire here, besides this whole wrongness, is the fact that like the mini map or the map looks like there's a on a piece of paper. You know, die, and the only still okay. So, yeah. If you didn't know, Whimsyshire was created in response to a lot of complaints in regards to, at least this was my understanding of the story, in response to a lot of complaints about the color scheme and overall visual of Diablo III being too bright and comical. So apparently some guy said, I will show you bright and comical, and thus Whimsyshire was born. And I think if that was truly the case in the story, that they have truly achieved it with a certain level of wrongness. I feel like in this, when you're going through Whimsyshire, that you are the evil guy. It's not like, you know, you're battling the Lord of Evils and Lord of How does the King Terror or whatever he always says. Anyhow, you're always battling this Lord of Evil and stuff like that. It's almost like you're the evil one. You're the one that should be stopped. You know, you're the plague that's coursing through all these wonderful fucking unicorns that get set in half. And the teddy bears that get disintegrated.
I need arcane power.
I still haven't made that staff yet since I picked that up. Because, well, it's a two-handed staff, and they still, I do believe, like so many others, that they still need to work on the two-hand staffs to make them a little more viable. It'd be great if they were more at least equal, so that you get into a better choice between two-hand staff and going one-handed weapons, depending on your class. You might go for the assault, but I don't know exactly how they would work it. I mean, I do like the fact that two-handed weapons in Crusader can wield a single two-handed weapon and a shield, and the Barbarian can wield two-handed weapons. I mean, in that sense, that's awesome. But I think they need to have more damage to them, or maybe more affixes, or something like that, just to make them, you know, just to give them as another option. So that it becomes more about, you know, style. I mean, I don't want, you know, two-handed weapons to be the end-all weapon to have. I just want it to be, do I feel like being a wand and sword? Or I want to be a two-handed staff wielder? You know, that'd be the kind of the cool way of doing it. But as of yet, they're still working on it. As far as I know, they're still working on it. Meanwhile, we're still wandering around through Whimsyshire, flowers, potatoes, you know, I guess that's the other thing that is exciting is the fact that, you know, that one plan that dropped, it might have dropped off a rare or an elite. It didn't drop off, you know, that one purple box type.
You dare attack me?
I'm kind of trying to figure this one out. My magic
not ready yet.
Is at 97% for magic 5. Out of the maximum of 300. So I've got 1/3 of the way through it. So I guess if it's a maximum of 300, I'm at 97. I'm really only at 33%. All right. But I get more when I do get rares, legendaries. It's always off the most random thing. I will, you know, just kill a flower, or over a vase, or something like that. And that's where all of a sudden I'm getting, I'm so happy with getting playing this game. This is just playing it, of course. Playing very nice. Anyhow, you know, those are the times where I'll get the legendary items or the set pieces. When I'm fighting, you know, purple mobs, the boss mobs, or mini bosses, they're just not legendary. At least for me. I don't know. Maybe it's something I'm doing wrong, but yeah, for the most part, when I do get dropped, it'll be up and stuff like this. As opposed to the monsters. So, I don't know what's up with that. I gotta figure it out. Another thing, I don't know if you've noticed this, but in the lower right-hand corner, just above the angel's wing there, every time I pick up gold, you'll see it come up with the tally. So, I mean, when you pick up one pile, obviously it's kind of obvious what you picked up. But when you've picked up multiple piles, then it's you know, it's kind of nice to see how much you got that way. It's pretty good at helping you figure out, you know, how much gold you've gotten as you go through, as opposed to put those in here,
still waiting
here, 100 here.
If only they could see me
you get
now.
the whole thing. So that's kind of a neat little feature if they're adding in 2.1. What else is coming in 2.1? Oh god, and I'll probably have to make another video on this one. They have greater rifts. Those are kind of fun. They are basically the goal is to try to finish them in a certain amount of time. There's no
not ready yet.
like treasure to be picked up. This is just strictly okay. There's not supposed to be treasure to be picked up. I've found things in there on occasion where I get a treasure goblin, or maybe if I destroy a barrel.
I don't have
they will drop something.
Power.
So I don't know if that's more of a bug or a glitch. I have a feeling that it is, that it's not really the way it's supposed to be. I also found treasure goblins in there. I would be very, very annoyed because they've added something new in regards to treasure goblins. Goblins. when you kill a treasure goblin, there's a chance, or a treasure pygmy, or whatever the case may be, there's a chance that they will drop a portal. So basically, a portal will open up as you kill them. And that portal will take you to the realm of greed. Remember, as you're wandering around, you got that journal entry the first time you came across a treasure goblin that talked about, you know, their portals of greed, and if you can get through it, you'll end up in the realm. Yep, well, they finally made it happen. You don't jump through their portal. They just, when you kill them, they make one, and that's how you get through. And reports so far at the higher levels of the torment, people are making like gold going through these portals, which is awesome. But other than that, I mean, it's really cool thing. So I'd hate for that opportunity to get that, $100 million gold to show up while I was in the middle of a greater rift. So that's hopefully we're having the treasure down, but we'll see what happens. I don't know. Well, we have almost finished off our journey through Whimsyshire. One thing I found out is, as I was doing this this video, I basically I recorded this earlier, but I didn't have a microphone on, so I'm kind of doing this after the fact. What am I looking for? Commentary. Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. And as I was doing that, my machine was basically slowing down and buffering. So I guess you really weren't seeing some of the slowdowns I was seeing. But hey, whatever. Anyhow, that's back to work again. I think I just got one more small little area to do off to the side here. I still see many of the corpses of the fallen. I know I derped and missed one of the clouds, but I'm going to my legendary with that. That's pretty close. I get to drop. Plant's dead. What else do I want to talk about with 2.1? Oh, Greater Rifts. The one annoying thing about Greater Rifts is it is a separate piece. And because of that, you now have to carry your rift shards with you when you go to the little obelisk thing. And then you put the Greater Rift piece in, or your regular piece in, you know. So, keep that in mind. For the Greater Rift and the regular Rift,
still waiting.
They come out. That is, let's look at a little bit at, you know, how you compare to other people. And, you know, your little scorecard. They haven't put in the, as far as tests, as far as when I filmed this, they have not yet added the, what were those things called? Seasons. They haven't added that yet. So we're still yet to see how that turns out. My character is running. They did make some changes to mages, particularly with Disintegrate. To see charge It's actually, I had a different Disintegrate build going for the longest time. Was Disintegrate Fire Meteor, and I think I was using either electric, or I was using blades. One of the two. Oh look, I pretty much covered the whole map. I guess it's time for me to finish up. Where I had more regen. Well, they've upped the initial cost, so it's quite possible that regen would not be sufficient at this point in time. We'll see how that works. But other than that, that is our basic tour of Whimsyshire. I am going to be heading back to the exit right now. And right over there is the portal. It's coming. I see it over there on the mini-map. And just a couple clicks through, and I am back to the normal realm of normalness. As you can see, the glow is still there, and the Staff of Herding is in my backpack. So it's not like you have to make this multiple times. There's that plant I picked up. It was for a legendary staff. I still have to make it, see what it looks like. Other than that, just most of the other stuff is just random things that you'll probably find just about anywhere. I do like the fact that everything blue was like of death. that you pick up in Whimsyshire because it seems so appropriate for Whimsyshire. But we're gonna head back to Tristram and wrap things up. I hope you found this video kind of enjoying. If you haven't seen Whimsyshire yet, and let's see here, am I going to look at the plan real quick? Yeah, probably. Nope, just going to train him. And if you have any questions about Whimsyshire, go ahead and ask away. Not that I'm an expert of it, but click on it, click on it, click on it. What a fool that was. I knew I should have done something. Anyhow, and that's that. Y'all have a good day.